So in today's episode we're going to fit the Heki Midi Skylight. We're going to walk you through how we've done that, cutting the hole, making up a little timber frame to go around it on the inside, so when you insulate you've got somewhere to insulate up to and to hold the brackets, as there's no fixing that goes through the roof on the Heki Midi. It's a clamp system. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure up, drill some holes in the roof, and then we'll start cutting. So we'll get on with that. Right, so we're going to measure up our hole now. Heki Midi requires a cutout hole of 500 by 700 millimeters. So we're going to go to the centre point of the van, measure off 350 either way to give us our 700, and then if we measure between these ribs here, that's 500 anyway. So we're just going to cut to them lines. So that should make it a bit easier. So if we go, so now we've got all our marks worked out and where the corners are going to be. Just going to put some holes in each corner, and we can transfer our lines onto the roof and get it cut out. There we go. There's our holes marked up, and we're going to get some masking tape. We're going to get up on the roof and mark it out on the roof, ready for us to cut it with a jigsaw. So first thing I'm going to do, give the area a good clean, some just fairy liquid and water and a couple of rags because the roof is absolutely filthy. So get that done, then we can move on to marking out. Right, so we got our masking tape down. Did try drawing it out with a set square and a Sharpie and it didn't work out. So got a piece of the straightest timber I could find, carpenter's pencil. We'll get this marked out now. So got our box drawn out, measure it up, just double check everything before we start cutting into it with jigsaw. So double checked our measurements. When I've marked it out on the roof, it's come through a bit on the small side. It's come through about 2.5mm a side shorter than it should be, according to the manual of the size you need to cut out. But I've just measured the skylight and it should fit. So if not, we're going to have to fettle the corners out a bit, fettle it out a bit and make it true. And the police helicopter is doing my head in. So let's cut it. that's a hole done. Now, I doubt that skylight's going to fit first time, but we'll go and get it and check. So as you can see, it fits. I couldn't pass up an opportunity to stick my head through a hole in the van. Right, as you can see as well, I've marked on these ribs where the frame goes to. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some relief cuts on these, hammer them flat, seal them up so the ridge of the skylight will sit right down into the van. So let's get on with that. So, got my grinder, got a pair of pliers and a pair of mole grips to crimp it down. Just going to cut some relief cuts now. Right, let's crimp these down. That's them all sorted. So now what we're going to do, we're going to clean up all this edge, give it a good fire bath, take away any of the burrs. We're going to give these a paint with some rust proof paint, and then we're going to seal them up with some Sikaflex, ready for the skylight to go on. So we're making up the frame for the Maxxfan to sit in beneath the roof. Got all our wood cut to size, ready to go. Just going to pilot drill and screw it all together. There we go, there's our frame. Just make sure it fits nicely with the shroud. There we go. Perfect. That'll do us nicely. So got our hole cut, as you can see. Now, because of the ridges, we're going to have to use some mastic tape to pack it up, otherwise you're not going to get tight seal. So we've got some 35mm mastic tape, and we've got some 16mm mastic tape. We're going to use the 16mm on these pieces here just before the ridge. Hopefully we get a good seal and it doesn't leak. So we're going to put that down first, a layer of Sikaflex over the top, screw the skylight down through into the wooden frame we made before, and then Sikaflex round it, Sikaflex over the top of the screws, and we shouldn't get any leaks. We did the same with this skylight here, and that seems to have worked out brilliantly. So we're going to adopt the same method and hope for the best. Right, so we've got our timber frame. This is going to get bonded here. So when we screw down the mounting plate for the Maxxfan, screws into this wood, sandwiches the roof. What we're going to use to bond this is some window bonding, because we've got some left over from doing the windows and the pods, so might as well use it. So I'll get some bonding on this, get it up, get it clamped in place for a bit, then we'll get on the roof, get some mastic strip down, and we can attach our mounting plate. I'm going to get this now, push it up, centralise it, and clamp it into place with some quick clamps. Right. I'm going to go on the roof, put the mastic on. I'm not going to film that, because as you've probably seen before, the wind blew the camera over. So we'll catch up with you in a minute once we've got the mastic on, and we'll be fitting the mounting plate. So once again, didn't get any video of actually putting the skylight in. It started raining, blowing a gale and hailing, and I just wanted to get it in as quick as possible, stop water pouring into the van. But it's in. It doesn't seem to be leaking, and we've had some pretty torrential rain, and I've wired it in temporarily. Just quickly wired it in, so now we have a Maxxfan. Open, shut, hit fan on, opens up. I'm pretty sure you've all seen how the Maxxfan works. Everybody's using them. Air in, hit the air out button, start blowing air into the van. That's on 50%, whack it up to 100, and it does shift some air, really does shift some air. I like it a lot. Let's turn it off. Do have to have the engine running really to run it at the moment, because it's just wired into the starter battery. So this is the end of the episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you want to carry on following our build. Comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Always, I don't just do the thanks for commenting, blah blah blah. If you've got a question, ask it, I'll get back to you. I might not know the answer, but I'll put you in the direction to somebody who does, or a video that explains it better than I can, because a lot of the time there's videos out there that can explain stuff better than me. Not really used to this YouTube thing yet. Give us a little thumbs up, ring the little bell, and because our videos are so sporadic coming out, you'll get a notification when we actually post something. The next thing after this, we've already started, is floor prep. We've cleaned all part of the floor and painted it already. We're just going to paint a lot of the floor because it's pretty bad. It's scratched up to hell, so just paint the whole floor, touching up the sides, cleaning everything down, getting it ready. We're going to get the floor in and start insulating very, very soon. So yeah, we'll leave it there. As I said, subscribe, comment, give us a thumbs up, ring the little bell, get notifications when we actually do post, which is very rarely granted, but that's it.